Hi, my name is Matthew Jester, making a quick video here. So this is going to be a continuation from the videos I've been making the last couple of days, just trying to finish up writing some minor details for a final project. So I have a certificate of completion just showing that I'm certified and competent in the field of hypnosis. By the way, specifically, this is going to be pertaining to a hypnotic seal that was placed on me, going over some of the details around that. And then I'm going to go ahead and get started with my general introduction. So please watch my video, Hypnosis, Abuse, and Speech Inhibition. I will leave a link to watch the video in the description. I'll also leave additional links in the description of other relevant videos. I've been abused with hypnosis, and my ability to speak is being inhibited with hypnosis, which is why I have to read everything when I make videos. If you notice me stuttering, speaking slowly, being unable to speak clearly, or any other difficulty speaking, I explain in detail the specific methods and techniques that are being used to inhibit my ability to speak in my video, Hypnosis, Abuse, and Speech Inhibition. These issues speaking occur consistently in each of my videos, specifically within the first 3 minutes. The hypnosis inhibiting my ability to speak is often very noticeable throughout my videos, and I will leave a list of the various hypnotic commands that are specifically being used to inhibit my ability to speak that can be recognized in my body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and speech patterns in the description. So, anyways, where I left off from yesterday, I need to get this done pretty quickly as well. Yesterday and actually, I believe even this morning, yeah. There are some over-the-counter supplements available that are used for various purposes and have shown evidence towards effectively treating some symptoms associated with cancer and even as a cancer treatment. What I was proposing was to conduct further research and experimentation to determine the efficacy and potential treatment implications for these supplements that already have evidence supporting their use for these conditions. Oh, I also need to include marijuana. This is one of the ones that is, this is treating medication side effects, actually. And there was a nursery rhyme, I was told, that was cued while I was washing dishes. This was like on the 17th of May, probably April, to be honest. Maybe, I can't remember. I'll have to look. Forgot to print these off. Okay. So that's good to have. I remember, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I might have it written down. I wonder if I was even thinking of something else, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see. Okay. I think I had it written down in a notebook or on a piece of paper somewhere. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you right now. But not there. Okay, well, anyways, the nursery rhyme um, was kind of, was kind of like, a kick in the teeth, a slap to the face. Uh, Beyond offensive, it was mortifying. And, um, um, oh, it was cued when I was washing dishes, I remember. It was Hush. It actually was correlated with the song Cradles, too. And I do remember being told the nursery rhyme, and I'm not entirely sure the reason why they told me that. Other than adding insult to injury, I guess. The nursery rhyme was Hush, little baby, you're gonna die. Matthew's gonna cry and stay hypnotized. Very specific. Mm. Okay. Mm. So, there's that. And so I was hypnotized to think breaking the hypnotic seal was breaking their backs, and that it related to a PTSD nightmare that I had. Um, and In order to understand, to further symbolize the back breaking, and then in order to further, kind of correlating from like what they mean by breaking their back or my back, or both, whatever you want to call it. Um, and Sleep deprivation. So the nightmare was this was a nightmare about sleep deprivation, and in the nightmare, um, it was me and one of my childhood friends named Ian, um, and we were picking up my he's called a sleep specialist, a specialist in sleep medicine. And this man really did like a lot for me, like life-saving type of medical treatment, right? Um, but regardless, with the hypnosis, what they, uh, so the dream, I need to explain the dream. So, in the dream, like me and my friend Ian were picking him up and dropping him on his back, kind of like dropping him on concrete, and in my dream, of course, like this was a PTSD nightmare, and of course, this would be um, far exaggerated from the truth, as well as maybe not as relevant as you would assume, especially because it was a nightmare, right? Something that wasn't currently occurring, but um, you know, still just with the condition of PTSD, right? Um, like the symptoms. Wow, the hypnosis is making it difficult for me to talk. So the symptoms of PTSD, like regardless of whether the traumatic incident even has any relevance to our current situation, we're still re-experiencing fears from the past, regardless. Um, just surrounding that situation. So, based off of that, uh, this was like literally like back breaking, as in like like hypnosis is making it very difficult for me to even talk about, but very bloody, very gruesome, gory, like very very traumatic. This had me like extremely traumatized afterwards. Actually, like blood everywhere coming out of his mouth, like extremely graphic. And so I'll probably have to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the video when I actually make the actual video, saying that it contains some graphic content. Just because of that. And this is something that was very, very relevant to my situation, right? So the nightmare was caused by sleep deprivation, related all around that, especially because, my sleep specialist, the doctor, my doctor that specialized in sleep medicine, uh, you know, was involved directly. So, um, uh, rather hypnosis is just making it difficult to talk about. It's inhibiting me, right? It's inhibiting my cognition to a severe extent. Um, so I apologize about that. That's why I have to record the videos in the first place. So, the graphic content, yeah, so anyways, moving on from that, that's what the, nightmare basically entailed. And, based off of that, with when I would try to make videos, or investigating the murder that I witnessed, or trying to disclose evidence regarding the murder that I witnessed, I was hypnotized to think that I was breaking their back, and that what they had to do to inhibit me was sleep deprive me. And that was being done with the hypnosis. Kind of like, very similar to how a hypnotic seal is triggered. Very similar kind of circumstances, kind of not the exact same thing as a hypnotic seal. Um, The reason why I have to do that is just to kind of ensure that, um, like, because, as a human being, we all need sleep, of course, right? Um, it's something that we just can't exactly go without, and the hypnosis has deprived me of that. So, that has been used basically, um, to an extreme extent, actually, because with what like I've stated before in the hypnosis, um, inhibition, hypnosis abuse and speech inhibition video, I specify that hypnosis has even replicated the symptoms of sleep deprivation without any sleep deprivation. Just to be able to, basically make me feel like I didn't have any choice but to accept the cognitive inhibition so that I wouldn't notice the cognitive inhibition being caused by the hypnosis. So, um, anyways, there's that as well. Um, so what I noticed also was that I felt back pain, like when I was trying to say the nursery rhyme, and I was kind of disturbed and mortified just by what it was, because I've never heard of anything like that. Um, like this sounds like a real life horror movie. And like, um, um, I hypnotized to feel back pain because I wasn't smiling when I said it. Um, which is kind of like like you don't even hear about that stuff in movies. So um, there's that. This got dark. So there's that. The hypnosis is really inhibiting me and slowing me down. So I noticed that the hypnosis really basically would become more and more inhibitory the more I tried to rush and get things done within a reasonable amount of time. And the more that I tried to force it. So the hypnosis is making me feel like so inhibited. Anyways, so what I was trying to do was first of all, like, kind of change up the introduction here. least I was thinking about doing that. I mean, I think the way I have it worded so far is actually pretty accurate. In the description, I don't really think I need to actually really alter it, because what I really wanted to make sure was just kind of clarifying right from the beginning that because the problem is that like, and this is kind of where it really adds even more confusion, because these were not the only reasons that I was hypnotized and inhibited. And also, the situation in itself really, makes it sound as if like these were um, like I mean, basically really flat out, might just be brutally straightforward and to the point. Um, it makes it almost sound as like it definitely sound, the situation so definitely exaggerates what would be expected from what I was trying to do, and with these specific situations as well. It sounds like I'd be like proposing a 90% effective cancer treatment, when in all reality it's more like a multimodal um, treatment option, where a dish to treatment, to cancer treatment. And it's not to minimize how significant that even is necessarily, right? But um, at the same time, like the situation itself makes it sound a lot more drastic and extreme, as if like there would be like thousands of people dying a day because I'm not able to discuss these types of things. I mean, the numbers would not be near that amount necessarily, like realistically. Um, with what I'm proposing, of course, it's as much as I possibly would hope. I mean, I would obviously hope for as much as possible, but as much as I could realistically expect from the situation. Of course, uh, you know, as much as possible, but that doesn't have a comparison that is, to be just expected from this type of situation. It would sound like, almost like, it would sound as if, like, I was proposing, like, a cure or something like that, because, if it's not, if it's not expected to be as effective as, traditional cancer treatments alone already, then, I mean, what's the big deal, right? It doesn't exactly make very much sense, to be honest. Um, and of course, when it comes to something like a world farming program, to approach world hunger, um, just because there is obviously a possibility that there might be limitations as to what I can accomplish with this type of program. I can't make any promises or guarantees, and I don't want to set any expectations that I wouldn't be able to keep or follow through with. And I mean, the World Hunger, the World Farming, United Nations Farming Program sounds like it would definitely have a much more significant impact in regards to numbers and statistics, but at the same time, it's not like there's a 100% guarantee that it would be a complete resolution to world hunger. It would be an attempt to. It would be a practical, logical attempt to approach the situation, to approach the problem. So, just because of the situation, it just sounds so exaggerated. And regards to not like how significant a single person's life is necessarily, but moreover just because saving anybody's life kind of thing is really significant, but in regards to the type of situation that I'm referencing, you would think that would be more multiple times more significant than anything else that has ever been proposed.